Good evening, everyone. I'm glad to be back. I've had a week off. Um,
Um, well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say you missed me. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, so reading your comments is thank you. Oh, an egg. Yeah, I do look like an egg with my new hairstyle. Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're going bald, you might as well just have the whole lot off in it. So, I'm afraid. Anyway, never mind about my hairstyle and what I look like. Thank you, Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, James. Where have I been? Well, I've been off a while. I needed to get off of it. I didn't want to. I had a few issues, a few bit of problems here and there. I've been a bit down. I get like that. I suffer a bit now and again, and I needed a break from it all. And but I'm glad to be back. I don't know how many of you went to watch that pre-season game today. Thank you, Alexander. Yes, thank you very much. Long time. Thank you very much. Thank you for that, Alexander. That's very nice of you. Very nice start to the evening. Yes, I've been away. I watched. I didn't bother going to the Emirates Cup today. I thought about it. I thought £25 was a bit too much for me for today. I thought it was a bit too much to go and watch a friendly. And when I saw the lineup as well, Unai Emery put out at the start, I thought, to be honest with you, I completely switched off on it. But then I watched it on my phone. I watched bits and pieces on my phone from what I saw on it of the game. From what I saw of the game, I thought the lineup at the start was a bit unbalanced. I thought, but once Lacazette went off injured and Reece Nelson came on, I thought gave us a much better balance, and I thought Reece Nelson was done really well. I thought Willock was good, but overall, our defending is still very, very poor. I mean, you look at the goals. We didn't get the offside line right, did we, for the second goal? The first goal was poor as well. Nathan and Niles showing being exposed down that side, and overall, I don't take much chances of it really because there's so many changes in the second half. Different players coming on. I think it's a waste of time. It's just really, to me, as a glorified training session for me. So if people want to pay £25 for that minimum, then that's up to them. But I'm not going to come across with that. Thank you, Zane. Should we get Cahill? Well, at the moment, the way our defence is playing, he's got experience. If that's all that's available, I'll take it because I think he's better than what we've got at the moment. So yeah, I would take him for a year. His experience could help the other players as well. I think I don't know. I mean, that's what we've come to. I mean, we're spending 70 odd million on a very, let me say, a very good player from what I've seen, but our priority should be the back, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what's happening with Tierney. I'm surprised no one brought that up at the press conference today with Tierney. I'm really surprised no one brought that up, which was quite a bit of a shock for me. But what the lady Pepe was, he was asked about Pepe. He said he's a good player, and we're looking to improve on on the team, but he never really gave out what's happening with that. I've been told that someone's told me that it's probably the agent is trying to boost up the deal a bit, and he's playing a game with both Napoli and Arsenal. So I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how that deal is going to work out. People are telling me it's already done, but I don't believe it until we see him in the shirt. I do believe we do need a centre half. I think we need a right back as well. I think a right back is essential. I think Maitland-Niles there playing at right back is simply not good enough. I don't know whether we should play Cole Jenkinson there rather than him. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, I think the two full-back positions and the centre half is needed. So I think we're still 3 players short. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Spanish guy who come on, Ceballos. I thought he looked quite good. I mean, he didn't have much time, but he looked class in what he was doing. Danny Alves, that's possibly. We do need options now. We do need these players to come in now. I mean, we're about 9 days away from the deadline, and if he gets the players, there's no excuses for Emery now. If these players come through and we buy these players, then now Emery has to get on with the job of getting his team back into sort of the top 4, even challenging the top 3. I mean, there's no reason why, if we do get these players over the line, Tierney, centre half, and Pepe, I think we should be up there. There's still players not available because Mesut Ozil was rested today. Kolasinac was rested. I think Iwobi is still on holiday, if I'm not mistaken. So there's still players to come in. I thought Joe Willock was absolutely superb as well today, from what I see. And I think I don't think we should get carried away with the result. I think it's meaningless. We could have won that game 5-0, it would have meant nothing. So I'm not going to say about the result, but what it does show that we do need 2 or 3 players still to come in. What else is there? I was having a chat with Kenny Ken. I don't know if you know Kenny Ken, and he was telling me that we can't play both Lacazette and Aubameyang up front. So either one has to sit on the bench and play one down. Only works with one player down the middle. So that's another thing we've got to think about. Do we cash in on one of them players and get this centre half? I don't know. What would you do? Would you do that? Would you cash in one of them players and get a centre half? Because if we get Pepe in and we get still have a good striker up front, and then get a good man at the back, I think we strengthen. By the way, is everyone hearing me clearly tonight? Because sometimes I'll keep getting people about the noise. Can you let me know? Let's have a look at a few comments we put through. Yeah, so that's the position. I'm just going to get your comments up again because my eyesight is terrible at the moment. Where's Bully? I don't know, mate. I hope he's okay. He's not being very well. His mum's not being very well, so I wish him well on that. Yeah, so you can't hear nothing, no? Hello, Lawrence. What my opinion? Unfortunately, I see this every. Never mind hijacking. I see bikes now where I'm living at the moment, going on pavements, nicking people's money, phones, and everything like that. It's the modern day. I think it's the modern day thing. I'm afraid. I thought. I thought these players are at risk. I'm afraid, and obviously they were followed from a distance. Someone must have followed them all from the training ground and decided to follow them. And there's no privacy, is there? They can't go anywhere now, and it's very, very sad, Lawrence. But I've also got. I'm going to, by the way, I'm going to make a point of this. Our fans, right? What happened with Aaron Ramsey a few years ago with Ryan Shawcross was terrible. I know it was terrible, but it doesn't make it right for our fans now to mock Ryan Shawcross with a broken leg. I thought it was disgusting. Two wrongs don't make a right, and I don't think it's right to mock him. I wish him a recovery. Listen, he made a mistake, and he paid for it. He's probably got it on his mind for a long, long time. He's paid for that, so I don't wish anything on anyone. Never wish anyone injury on anyone. You know what I'm saying? And I think our fans need to. Some of our fans coming out with comments like that is disgusting, and I've got no time for it. Yeah, my thoughts on Nicolas Pepe. I think he's a very talented player. He's quick, technically very good. He's got everything about him. He's got all the attributes to really do well in the Premier League. So I really am looking forward if he does. But then again, he hasn't signed yet, so I'm not gonna get very excited about that until it happens. But we shall see. Let me see if I can get any more of your comments because Edward Palmer, much love from should have gone for Maguire, says Edward Palmer. Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know where we can afford him as well. It's all about these instalments. Some clubs don't accept the same instalments. So Ronnie says much love from Winnipeg, Canada. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Matthew says Kolasinac should join UFC or stay with Arsenal. Yeah, look at this prick now coming on. Now I'm not gonna. I'll just get shut him down. No, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna. I can't have that on my. Get him off my phone. You can't stop, can you? You have to call these silly names out. It's disgusting, really, but everyone is brave on a keyboard, aren't they? I think the problem with the why we got the 70 million is because we can pay it over a certain time, and not every club is willing to do that. So that's why maybe we can't get someone like Maguire. Yeah. I'm just, what else am I going to say? I think we've got a game in France on Wednesday against Algiers or something. I can't remember now. And then Barcelona Sunday in the new camp. So the two games that we could get a few more players involved. Hopefully, some more players will be coming back. And so we're ready for Newcastle on the 11th. Quarter to 5, my coach leaves at Newcastle. 4:45 on Sunday morning. Great, lovely. Great way to start a new season, yeah. Oh, it's angered. Oh, I don't know. I know we're playing a team from France on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday night we're playing. Yeah. Anyway, leave your comments later tonight after. Can you leave your comments? And I'm going to ask the question I'm going to ask you now, is who do you prefer, Pepe or Zaha? Which one would you take? Let's see how we go. Yeah, would you prefer Pepe or would you prefer Wilfried Zaha? Premiership proven, but I myself, I will take Nicolas Pepe. But I would take Pepe, but we shall see anyway. But if that goes off, I suppose we'll be back in for Wilfried Zaha. So I'd like to see who you'd rather have in I know Kenny. I've spoken to Kenny. I think he'd rather have Zaha. I know a lot of people would rather have Zaha. I know Lee Gunner wants Pepe, and so it's I think it's divided opinions here. Anyway, I'm going to let it go because I'm not being myself. I just got back. I still feel a bit not too great, but I thought I'd come back to you lot because I missed you, and hopefully back tomorrow. Yeah, if I'm back. Hopefully I'll come back tomorrow. Keep subscribing. Thank you, Zane, for that. Thank you very much. Keep subscribing, share, plenty of likes. The more likes, the more my channel will grow. And when the more my channel grows, then the more I can get better equipment to give you a better content. And then, who knows? Possibly by the end of next year, or by the end of the season, I'll try and get to about 40 or 50,000 if I can. But who knows? That's it's a dream. Can happen. Anyway, take care, everyone. Thank you for those lovely hearts. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. See you later. Cheerio for now.